So you and Dame are not gonna argue no more. That's good.
Would you ever think that Cam would have big teeth or Fredo? Would you ever think this would happen? I never thought this would happen. I'm in the look how cool I still am.
I like this Camron.
Yo, because there's a lot of shit on the table right now.
These niggas lost it. These niggas gotta be broke to do this shit. Why would you wear them stupid ass suits? He knows those suits are stupid. Those suits are terrible. Why would he keep doing it? To make me nauseous? Why?
Listen, man. All right, let's do it.
Who would put them big ass teeth in their mouth if they didn't have to? Who would do that?
This is when you don't know you have anybody real around you, murder, is that nobody told him this magic neither. Like,
look how cool I still am. I like this camera because there's a lot on the table right now. These lost it. These N gotta be broken to do this. __. Why would you wear those stupid ass suits? He knows those suits are stupid. Those suits are terrible. Why would he keep doing it? To make me nauseous? Why? Listen, man. All right. Let's do it. Who would put their big ass teeth in their mouth if they didn't have to? Who would do that? This situation is when you don't know you have anybody real around you. The murder is that nobody told him this magic is new. Like you're not allowed to have teeth snaps about anything. I know you made it, just like, what's that smell? Your teeth fell out on TV. You can't talk about anything teeth related. When he said a line about your teeth tumbling out and you not feeling the type of way. I got my teeth. That's an old joke. That was corny. He said something. Everyone was expecting something clever like, I have my say, but it didn't tumble out. But if they did, that was 2 years ago. That's so 2 years ago. 15. Yo, you got to admit when you were laughing, bro. You knew this was going to be funny. Nobody know, so nobody is going to tell him that he's not allowed to make a dog when you could turn on your TV and put it on the big screen and the nick teeth fall out. You can't snap about teeth. And then I guess what he's snapping about now, he's like, oh, Kim, the teeth are cheap. I said my teeth were $52,000. He said his first teeth were $200,000. The first implants I got cost a couple of hundred, like $200,000 or $100,000. Ask Dr. Rapper. What happened to you? Your first fee was $200. I was asking you this closely. I wasn't asking you this to go further down the road. I was just bringing up I didn't know how fast she was. Dame is like, he's like a cornball. Follow the wolf. I'm the wolf. Just listen to the wolf. Pause. And you know what this wolf has that I have? You know what we have in common? We both have broken hearts. How old are you, bro? Your dentist played you. Your new name is Cheat Teeth. It's cheap teeth. I bet my dentist has more Ferraris than yours because I don't do cheap teeth. He's so mad. Yo, how mad you gotta be like, yeah, I was going to tell the __, can't him, but I was so scared my teeth were going to come out, so I'm not going to say him now. But now I can say it to him because I know my teeth are going to come out. And as a matter of fact,
Dame comes and then, see, you know what's going on? And then Dame, see, we're just too old to fall for the reverse psychology. What he's trying to do is now he say, yeah, Mase doing the show. Ken wouldn't even be doing that show if it wasn't for Mase. I said, Mase not falling for that. Just a year and a half ago, he came and asked us, he was in a financial bind. Mase came to me and said, we can't have Dame out here looking like that. I'm like, yeah, man, that's the spirit. I know you don't really mess with Dame like that. So I'm like, yeah. And he's like, call Dame now and tell him we're going to give him $1 million. I'm like, we? I'm like, you go 5, I go 5. I'm like, in my brain. I'm like, oh, we don't even know if we getting this $1 million back. I'm like, all right, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we doing, do it. Yeah, I'm like, it's Dame, we got to do it. We try to give him $1 million. He tell us to wait. He owed $800,000. So he wait 3 weeks. I asked Mase if he still wants to do it. Mase said, nah, it's 3 weeks. He want to give it to me for the culture.
I just want to keep it going.
No, but it's business though. Nah,
it was
listen,
business.
That's correct,
the offer was off the table.
Yo, bro, if we offer you $1 million, your exact words say, yo, you got $1 million in your account this afternoon. And then you go back 3 weeks later, and say, what's up? Then he tried to hit me. I said, you told me what you told me. I'm like, I ain't even gonna tell him that. I said, Mase ain't picking up. He said, yeah, he ain't Mussolini no more. that nigga ain't Mussolini. Said, I know you don't know Mussolini.
Oh, I'm caught up.
yeah, he's not Mussolini. Then he tried to hit me with the, so you gotta wait for Mase to do your business. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what kind of niggas you to be having to wait? Now you gotta wait. I said, I'm that kind of nigga. I have to wait.
Oh, man.
So listen, man, honestly, I really don't want to have a problem with Dame, but to me, it's just snapping. But it went to the point where, for me, just saying that I don't like a movie to...
Snapping there, doing the clothes, every she's sewing, all types of __. They do make their own clothes, you know. For some reason, people keep talking about me in interviews. No, you keep talking about me. They run to the radio, run to the internet, and run, you know. Camron, Cam. Why are you smacking Cam on his ass like that? Cam started crying, man. You brought our problems to the internet. Nobody, anybody, __, with whether I get along with them or not. I don't go to the internet to talk about it because I don't respond to you when you want me to respond. Like, that's the internet's problem. Somebody said, son, you've got 24 hours to respond. You have to do this by this time. No, I don't. I do it whenever I want to do it. Pause. Whenever I want. I don't have to answer somebody when they say something about me. Whenever I do, when people want me to. I'll take the information. I put it in my pocket and I'll go on about my life. And then when it's time to go to the cleaners, I'll be like, oh, that's how you get out of here. Yeah. Listen, did you expect Fredo to ever be a sports car? Is that a fly? That's mad. And I like it. I like it because you've been snapping on for years. For years, you've been cooking, and now you're snapping, and now you're losing the battle online, and you're mad about it. Yeah. Mother sweaty men when it became fresh to do that. You thought the pink and all that was going to equate to, hey, live from this, and I'm going to talk about sweaty men all day. That's not any fresh slime. Don't talk about sweaty men. Dang. You don't control what's fresh anymore. I don't know. They didn't tell you. I don't know. Somebody is going to let them know. Anybody going to let them know your word is Nick? Are you going to tell them? Yeah. Your word isn't Lord anymore, bro. Hey, dame. All right. Listen. This we are going to do, man. We're about to introduce ourselves. I got distracted. New network. Yeah. Look. We're going to the intro. Here we go. Viral. That's viral. Going to talk about sweaty man. Talk about a sweaty, what a sweaty, __, to do. You going to go in a locker room with, taking showers and all that, and then talk about them. That was that. We used to laugh at that type, like, look at this. What is this? And now you going to go get chief and have a big mouth. I'm still a wild dog. Pause. Like, I still eat the food I kill. I laugh at a tame dog on the leash, and I always will. You understand what I mean? You know, no, I know. And I believe you. Okay. But I don't, you know, you don't have to. You don't have to. I know. Let's move on. They say he's the boss, and I don't go to corporate or the other corporate or this or that or third. Every time his son said something about me, he didn't do it on his platform. Let me run the art of dialogue. Art of dialogue. I'm going to find a way for you to pay me. I don't know how. I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to talk to somebody, my lawyer, YouTube, somebody, because you are thumbnailing the out of my name. I'm going to find out a way for you to pay me for all the dialogue. And I'm dead serious. I don't care what I have to go through. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out because he's making too much money off my name. It's me. I'm about 32% of the show. Somewhere in the miles, pause over there. Bro God, do it on DD1178 with what is American made, whatever this. Do it on there. You keep running to these, giving these contacts because they probably give you $5,000. I got $5,000. I haven't seen anyone that talks bad about me with a bigger house. MHM. I'm serious. Have you ever seen me struggle? Have you ever seen me in a little house? Yeah. I don't know what in the butterscotch, evil Conneal, and fat stupid ass goldfish bowl shoe sneakers this. was wearing the other day while he visited a F1 race and probably went in the locker room allegedly and interviewed while they was taking showers. But when is it some Harlem to wear them stupid ass fat ass sneakers that in style pause? It's just not Harlem. I can't let N get me that mad to where I just think about N like, can't get me that mad, bro. I can't, my __, cause it's too much dope going on that we got here. We didn't know that he was going to respond with the whole Kevin Hart thing. Yeah. We said it on the show like, oh, we some jazz. Yeah, but we me and you didn't say nothing for him to throw us in there like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I take it that you know that video that went viral of Cam asking Kevin Hart about you. You ain't like that. You wasn't feeling that. Oh, that was another one. Well, I don't know why they would do that. I don't know why the first question you would say is, what do you think about Dame Dash? I mean, that's gay to me. Like, why are you asking another man what they think about me? That's gay. Allegedly. So, just so y'all know, right? Dame has been taking shots of me on the internet for months. I just don't respond. And it don't get no traction. Dame don't get traction unless I respond or somebody responds. That's why Kevin Hart walked out because he's like, man, I'm not giving __, no traction. So, when they saw it, yo, Ken, why would you say that about Kevin Hart? Ask Kevin Hart this. And I thought it was just funny. I was being funny about it. But what happened is he's been making diss tracks. His art is making diss tracks. He's going, and your name is Fredo. He's going around every interview talking about, yeah, that Fredo, this and that, which is all fine with me. I don't care, but I ignore it. So then I asked Kevin Hart, what do you think about Dave? Your very first movie you did, I was actually in it. When you see Dame Dash today, what do you think? I don't know why the first question you would say is, what do you think about Dame Dash? I mean, that's gay to me. Like, why are you asking another man what they think about me? That's gay, allegedly. So, again, the reason why Kev is not cool with me now is because I was protecting him when Kev was bothering him. And the next time I showed it when I saw Kev, he had on Uggs and, you know, leotards or whatever. And I got to him and said, don't barbecue him anymore. That's my little brother. You know better than that. He's with me. I don't know who he's turning into, but I'm heating him up right now. You're missing AT. I'm doing a movie. Pause. And then Fredo asked that question. And literally he called me like, yo, man, I think he got to me. You got to realize this. What I realize is this, right? I'm always going to be me. When you're always fighting and you're always beefing and you're always arguing, whether it's in person, online, or whatever, you don't seem safe and people don't want to invite you places. When you're online constantly arguing, not only are you constantly arguing, you look mad. Even when you try not to act like you're not mad, I don't give a damn about it. I'm doing what I do. This face tells you you're mad. The reason why I got away from you was because you were dumb. I wore these colors. These colors are safe. This color is safe. This color is safe. And it brings spring and happiness. It's a vibrant color. It isn't vibrant. It's Easter right here. See, I was saying he messes everything up that he touches. He has no discipline. You could tell by the way he eats dirty, nasty food, and the way his breath smells, and all of that motherfucking popcorn butter on his teeth. That's good. That's good. No, Kim. So you and Dame are not going to argue anymore. To me, it's all fun. Oh, okay. To me, I'm snapping. It's like online. But you see that? See, that's the point, right? When you see him, he's not snapping fun. He's mad. Y'all, he is a mother. I don't give a damn because, like, I'm going to make a song. I'm going to call it The Dusky. It's fun to me, but when you see him snapping, he doesn't look like he's having fun. He's mad. And when you ask him questions about me, when you ask __, whoever got questions about me, you could tell by their tone, and they start moving around in their chair, and they face the screen up. You say, yeah, I don't have any problem with D. They're mad at me for what? I don't know. I said the movie was whack, and he's been on a tangent ever since. And now, he's sitting there, and he's making teeth jokes about my new teeth. So, being proud of $50,000 teeth is like being proud. And no disrespect to anybody, it's like a $50,000 car. There are ones that exist that cost $3 million. Game, since nobody will tell you can't talk about anything teeth related. I don't know if they told you that your teeth fell out on TV, and that, if your first teeth cost $200,000, what kind of teeth were $200,000? Then you don't have them anymore. What do you mean, your first 17 you want? Come on, kill them. This is not what you signed up for me. Yesterday, he got like the pastel back to the pastels. He went camo again. No, listen. Advertisers sponsor still. See, I'm smiling. We're still here. But nah, seriously, I'm cool. I don't have any problem with Dave. But he's not going to stop. It won't stop. It's never going to stop. It won't stop. They still talk about me every day. My next decade is 60. I was not expecting people to still be talking about it. I thought I'd be chilling, and I'm not mad at it. I actually love it. But I didn't know I was going to be able to enjoy making history while I was alive. Like I'm being celebrated. Like when you're funny, because people always are like, yo, no one ever celebrates you enough. I honestly think I'm the most celebrated. Yeah. Is that? So I'm like, I don't understand, like, you know how I could be in a better car or a better house than you, but you feel sorry for me because of what you heard? You should feel great based on what you see. You see me raising a baby and having a family and still being productive and not on any list that I need or don't need to be on, not in jail, alive, healthy, still crispy and free, and, still triggering culture. But that show only exists because of Mase. So I remember Gilly telling me personally like, nah, we told Ken we can't do the show without Mase, and that's why he went and got Mase. But that show wasn't anything. And what? They wouldn't even do it without Mase. And that's why Mase is sitting there laughing at him. But I know that you never see them hanging out with each other other than in front of a camera. They're not friends. Talk about what you should stop. Dave, come see. You know what's going on. And then Dave sees we're just too old to fall for reverse psychology. What he's trying to do is now he says, yeah, Mase doing the show. Kay wouldn't even be doing that show if it weren't for Mase. I said, Mason, do not fall for that. Just a year and a half ago, he came next to us. He was in a financial bond. Mase came to me and said, we can't have Dame out here looking like that. I'm like, yeah, man. That's the spirit. I know you don't really mess with Dame like that. So, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, call Dame now and tell him we're going to give him $1 million. I'm like, I'm like, you go 5, I go 5. I'm like in my brain, I said I'm like, we don't even know if we're getting this $1 million back. I'm like, all right, man, just snorts. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. Yeah. I'm like, it's day, we have to do it. We try to give him $1 million. He tells us to wait. He tells us to wait. He owes $800,000. So he waits 3 weeks. I asked Mase if he still wants to do it. Mase said, nah, it's 3 weeks. He wants to give it to me for the culture. I just want to keep it going. No, but it's business though. No, listen. That's correct. The offer was off the table. Yo, bro, if we offer you $1 million, the exact word is, yo, you got $1 million in your account this afternoon. And then you call back 3 weeks later and say, what's up? Then he tried to hit me. I said, you told me what you told me. I'm like, I'm not even going to tell him that. I said, Mase isn't picking up. He said, yeah, he isn't Mussolini anymore. That, and the name Mussolini. He said, I know you don't know Mussolini. Yeah, he's not Mussolini. Then he tried to hit me with this, so you got to wait for me to do your business. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what kind of __, are you to be having to wait now? You've got to wait. I said, I'm that kind of person who has to wait. Oh man. So listen, man. Honestly, I really don't want to have a problem with Dane, but to me, it's just snapping. But it went to the point where for me, just saying that I don't like a movie is disrespecting my family, saying I got beat up, That's why I was so upset when he got punched in his face and didn't do anything with my cousin there. But I got to remember this is a guy that got his whole career punched out of his face and didn't do anything about it. He has the same 3 snaps. He doesn't have anything else past that. And I know a lot that I won't say. I'm going to be the bigger person. You know, I'm not going to get into his family business cause I'm just not doing it. Because to me, it's fun. It's online snapping, and we know Don can snap, and he's not winning. He's losing. Yo, I wish.